guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts on 3 products from the new SheaMoisture African Black Soap Bamboo Charcoal Skincare line, as well as a tutorial. Let's begin. So a few weeks ago, I received this box from SheaMoisture, and inside of the box, there were 3 skincare items. I received their Bamboo Charcoal Body Scrub, their Bamboo Charcoal Detoxifying Foaming Facial Wash, and I also received their Bamboo Charcoal Hydrating Jelly Moisturizer. Now, up until this point, most of my prior experience with SheaMoisture has been with their hair care lines. I really enjoy using their hair mask as a deep conditioner on wash days. So this was a bit of a treat for me, and it allowed me to branch out and try other products that they offer. Just to know, the 3 products that I received are not all the products that are available in this particular skincare line. I believe there are 5 products. There's a detoxifying micellar water, as well as a detoxifying toner. I personally really like the packaging of these products. I really liked the beautiful black and sort of golden orange coloring. I like how the designs are very simple, and I like how the packaging itself is also very easy to use. It makes sense. It's not really too crazy. It's easy to figure out. It's hard to mess up. So in this particular skincare line that SheaMoisture launched, there are a few key ingredients or signature ingredients. The first is tea tree oil, and that helps to calm troubled skin. The next product that they incorporated was African Black Soap. And African Black Soap is widely known for being a sort of clarifying substance for your skin. So basically, they're using it to help clarify oily or blemish prone skin. The next ingredient that they're using in these products are bamboo charcoal. And the purpose of the bamboo charcoal is to absorb excess oils and impurities and to help detoxify and purify the skin. And last but certainly not least, one of the key ingredients in these products is aloe. And the purpose of that is to soothe as well as nourish the skin. FYI, before we get into it, just want to let you know I have combination skin, and over the few weeks that I've been using these products, I didn't experience any sudden breakouts or any adverse skin reactions. And something else to note is that these products do carry a scent. It does carry a sort of a charcoal scent. With the body scrub, I think, having the faintest of scent. I don't really smell it too much in the body scrub, but I do smell it in the face wash and in the moisturizer. And I personally like the smell. I thought it was very pleasant. It's very light and airy, and it smells very clean, which I know that sounds like an oxymoron because you're talking about charcoal, but it does smell really clean and airy to me, and I wasn't put off at all by the scent. So I don't want the scent to necessarily deter anyone from trying these products, especially if your skin could benefit from its use. But I do want to make it clear that that was something that I noticed. It's not very strong and it doesn't linger, but it is there when you're applying the products at first. Like I said, I received these products a few weeks ago, so I've been trying these skincare products as well as my husband. I roped him in. I asked him to try it as well, although I couldn't get him to do the body scrub, but he did try the face wash as well as the facial moisturizer. So he and we've been using these products for the past 3 weeks. And now it's time for us to get into the tutorial as well as a review of each product. So the first product that I've been trying out of these 3 was the body scrub, which makes sense because in my normal routine, you know, you take a shower, then you come out and I wash my face, and then I do all my skincare stuff, and then I moisturize with the moisturizer. So I first started out with the body scrub. And according to SheaMoisture, the body scrub gently buffs away dead skin cells and aids in absorbing excess oils. It also says head to toe beauty requires regular exfoliation with nourishing ingredients. Apply our African black soap bamboo charcoal body scrub to damp skin and gently massage in a circular motion, then rinse thoroughly. So right away I noticed that this particular body scrub is a lot gentler than other body scrubs that I've tried in the past. And if I'm to be honest, I'm not really a regular user of body scrubs. The only time that I usually get any sort of body scrubs or utilize body scrubs is if, for instance, I'm having, on occasion, a spa day with like my little sister or my husband, or if I'm treating myself to a pedicure, I'll make sure to include a, like, well, in the case of a pedicure, it's just like a, you know, foot scrub. But in the case of like a spa day, I will make sure to include like a body scrub in the package because I actually do really enjoy getting body scrubs. But those body scrubs tend to be a bit more coarse compared to this particular product. I prefer body scrubs that are a little bit more coarse, but that doesn't damage my skin. So overall, I thought this was a really good body scrub. It's very gentle on your skin. It's actually very moisturizing as well. It has a very creamy consistency. And I noticed when I was rubbing it in, I felt it was very creamy. The beads themselves, which the beads aren't plastic, the beads themselves were very gentle on my skin. And when I washed off the body scrub, my skin felt very moisturized and nourished, which was great. I feel like this product would be perfect for people who use body scrubs on a more regular and consistent basis. Let's say you do body scrubs once or twice a week or something like that, or even more. I think that this formulation is definitely gentle enough to use it that frequently. But I personally, because I'm not a regular body scrub user, this wouldn't necessarily be my go-to. When I use a body scrub, I usually like things that are a little bit more coarser, just because I don't use them regularly. So when I am using it, I'm really trying to go to work. I'm really trying to get rid of that layer of dead skin, and I love the way that the more coarse formulations leave my skin feeling afterwards. Usually it feels really revitalized and refreshed and really smooth. So I really like that when it comes to more coarse formulations, but that's not necessarily something that I can do on the regular. On the other hand, this body scrub is something that someone could use more regularly. Out of all three of the products, I think my favorite was the face wash, which I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of surprising for me, because usually anything that says foaming face wash, I tend to run and hide from, especially during the colder months of the year. I tend to stay away from anything that says that it's a foaming face wash, because usually when something's marketed or labeled as a foaming face wash, the company has added certain harsh ingredients to the formulation in order to get that, that foaming look. It doesn't necessarily provide any benefit to your skin, but people might feel, oh, they're getting a more deeper clean if it foams up a lot and stuff like that. But those chemicals tend to be harsh on your skin, and then usually when I use foaming face wash, it tends to leave my skin feeling tight and dry. It's almost like it strips my skin of really valuable oils and nutrients. Like, it just doesn't feel good afterwards at all. It just feels stripped and dry. But thank goodness that was not the case with this particular facial wash. If anything, my skin actually felt really moisturized after using it, which was a huge surprise. I was very impressed by this cleanser. When you're using it, it felt like it made my skin feel a bit tingly as I was using it, which I really liked, and I think that has something to do more so with the tea tree oil ingredient. and it didn't leave any like residue afterwards, but my skin did feel like it wasn't stripped. It felt very clean and refreshed, but it didn't feel stripped, and it felt like it was slightly moisturized afterwards. So the way that I was using it was I would do a few pumps into my hand, and then I would rub it in different areas of my face, but then I would follow up with my Clarisonic. Now, I would do like a pump, maybe 2 pumps onto my Clarisonic, and then I would apply that to my face. So when I was using Clarisonic, you'll probably notice that I use the Clarisonic differently than most people, because if you follow the instructions, you're supposed to start on your forehead first, and then you move to your cheeks, and you do your chin last. But my problem areas when it comes to breakouts and acne tends to be my chin, as well as areas around my nose and cheeks. So I like to start on my chin first, because the first cycles of the Clarisonic are longer versus the ending cycle. So I'd rather spend more time on my chin versus spending more time on my forehead, if that makes sense. Usually I don't have issues with my forehead. That's the cleanser. It's like a liquidy consistency. It's very watery, it's light, it's easy to use. It foams up really well, but not too much. I really can say that it would be a good all year round cleanser. Lastly, I tried out the jelly moisturizer, which gel moisturizer versus like more cream moisturizer, it kind of depends on your skin type, which one you prefer. For me, because I have combination skin, and also depends on the time of year, if it's really windy outside, if it's during the colder months and things like that. But I personally did really like this jelly moisturizer. I was surprised. I thought it wouldn't necessarily do the job. Now, if you have really dry skin, it may not be enough on its own. I have a full-on skincare routine that involves serums and sometimes facial oils and things like that. So this was more than enough for me, considering, you know, I live in the Windy City and it's cold still. Even though it's April, it just snowed yesterday. It's still cold, but it was enough for me. My skin didn't dry out throughout the day. It felt moisturized. It was really good. It's a very light moisturizer. It doesn't feel greasy at all or oily or anything like that. It actually feels very soothing as you put it on. My only concern with this moisturizer is the fact that I usually wear SPF. I usually wear sunscreen when I'm going outside. Either I'll use a chemical sunscreen or a physical sunscreen. I notice when I use my physical sunscreen, as I'm applying my physical sunscreen, it'll start to pill up a bit. And I'm not sure if it's like a sort of physical incompatibility between physical sunscreens and gel moisturizer, like something with the formulations. I'm not sure if it's something specific to the products that I use, but I noticed I didn't really have the same issue when I use my chemical sunscreen, just when I'm using the physical with the gel moisturizer. So that's just an FYI for people. If you're planning on leaving your house, and you should put on SPF if you are leaving your house and it's daylight hours, you might experience some pilling when you're applying your SPF if it's a physical sunscreen. Other than that, I didn't have any issues with this moisturizer. I thought it was a great moisturizer for day or night. So like I mentioned earlier, I asked my husband to give the products a try. So I wanted the man's perspective, because, you know, guys, I know you're into skincare too, or at least you should be into skincare. It's important to take care of your skin. And, you know, sometimes I'm not sure if you feel necessarily comfortable trying out these skincare products, or you might feel more confident trying it out if you had a man's perspective or a man's views on the products themselves. So I asked my husband and he agreed. So he's been trying the products out and he's still using the products. And in this clip, you're gonna see him using the products, and I'll state some of his comments and feedback that he provided to me. So he said overall, these products are good. In terms of the foaming facial wash, he doesn't typically use these He said after using the product for about a week, he definitely noticed that his skin felt cleaner, but not tight, which was a big plus for him. When it came to the jelly moisturizer, he said that he tends to shy away from oily products because he is prone to acne despite having dry skin. He liked the fact that the jelly moisturizer didn't leave any sort of oily coating on his skin, and he said he could feel that his skin was moisturized and that it felt that way throughout the day. So that was something that he was really happy about. Check out my description box for a link to my blog post that goes into more details and provide more information concerning each product, the brand, as well as my husband's experience with these products. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and feel free to share it with others who you think might benefit from its content. Make sure to subscribe and to hit that notification bell. Mwah! Love you guys. See you next time.